right. It is 11 a.m. on Tuesday, June 24th. We will call the Grays Harbor Public Facilities District regular board meeting to order. The first item on the agenda is board members' report. Is there anything anybody would like to report? All right, hearing none. We will move on to the consent agenda, which is the minutes from the February 8th of 2024 meeting. Is there anyone who would like to make a motion to approve the minutes from February 8th, 2024?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Okay, I hear a motion by, I believe, Pat. Sharon, Jane, or Rich, would you like to second the motion?
I'll second it. This is Sharon.
Okay, we got a second by Sharon. Is there any discussion regarding the minutes? All right, hearing none, all in favor of the minutes, say aye or give a thumbs up.
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. All right, minutes are approved. Next up on the agenda is staff reports, an update on the 2024 sales tax collections.
And then Brian, I'll just clarify for your sake, Jane Shattuck is not a part of this board. She's a citizen, so just so that's on the record.
Okay, thanks, Sarah.
So it's interesting in 2024, when the meeting was done last year, Rich Hartman had made a comment about the trend of that sales tax revenue possibly going down because at that time we had lost the Honda dealership in Grays Harbor County. And as you can tell by the report that was provided in your packet, it did go down by 0.2% overall for our sales tax. It does make it shy a little bit of being we utilize this money for our debt payment towards the convention center that's until 2035. And it did, bring that dollar amount down a little bit, but it didn't bring it down far enough that we can't take care of that debt payment utilizing the sales tax money. So we're still in good shape, but it did do what Councilmember Hartman stated, and it did go down. So that was just something to note. Because we were up 4.5% in 2023, but losing that huge business in Grays Harbor did take an effect. And that's really all I had on that. You guys were on it last year. You know what the sales tax money does, so.
Anybody got any questions of Sarah? Nope, doesn't look like it. All right, so we don't have any old business. Under new business, we need to set the annual meeting date in 2026. Sarah, is there like a suggested date you want to throw out there?
So it is the second Thursday of each month. That's how it's written. We are way delayed this year due to everybody's schedules and some personal events that happened. So our next meeting would be anticipated for February 12th, 2026. The time doesn't matter, so I'll send out a placeholder, and if that works for everybody, it will work for everybody.
Yeah, that sounds great. Yeah, let's get a calendar hold today and we'll nail down a time later.
Okay.
All right, awesome. Next up is there's a discussion, item E, on board member positions. Are we needing any new positions or any terms coming?
We did have Councilmember Hartman's position reestablished by Commissioner Rains. What we still lack is a member or a business member in the community, which is what we didn't have in 2023 either. When we went back and listened to the minutes from the last meeting, at that time, Angela Folkers was working with Commissioner Rains on that position. So I will double back with her and see if she had somebody that was interested.
And the business, it just needs to be a business owner in Ocean Shores, or
Correct.
do they have to live in Ocean Shores or just have a business in Ocean Shores?
I believe they just have to have the business in Ocean Shores, but I can't say that with 100% confidence. I will find out though.
Okay. Sounds good. Well, if you need any help recruiting, maybe let the board members know and we can help.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, next up is our 2023 audit.
So this audit is like the coolest one to submit because it's the easiest one. This is just the sales tax revenue that we receive and the expenditures that go with it. The auditors spent maybe 20 minutes on it, I feel like, at least with me, and it cost about $4,500 for that audit to be done. We didn't get any things that we needed to fix or reporting that we should be doing different. It was overall a clean audit, and that has been posted to the city's website.
And for anyone on the meeting here that's not aware, cities, PFD, they're required to pay for audits. It's just one of the things the state forces us to do. So unfortunately, it's an unfunded mandate.
And normally, ones of this size, like the PFD and how small it is, that revenue income and how small it is, you wouldn't even have to do an audit. But because we utilize that sales tax to pay down debt, it's in a debt covenants that we're required to have this state audit. So they doubled down on that audit part. But that's all. And I have not an entrance conference, but the first meeting with the auditors on Thursday for the 2024 audit to begin.
All right, anybody got any questions about the audit? All right, hearing none. Do we have any public communications that Jane or anyone would like to make? Not seeing any. Unless there's any new business, I think the next item on the agenda would be a motion to adjourn.
I'll make the motion to adjourn.
I will second it.
All right, motion by Pat and a second by Sharon to adjourn. All in favor, say aye.
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 Any opposed, say nay. All right, thank you, Sarah and board members. We are
Thank you,
adjourned.
guys.
See you in a year.